So you arrive back at the hotel where your vehicle is.
Yeah.
What happens at that point in time?
Charlie was upset because he thought he was gonna go home with me, and that just wasn't possible. And he had went to a few stores upset, and by the time I got to the Red Roof, that Dennis,
I know, take your time. Did Beth and Dennis get along with Charlie
yeah, until that day.
till that day?
Dennis couldn't understand why he was stalling, like he wouldn't let me out of the vehicle.
That would what?
He had a hard time with me getting out of the vehicle. He was very upset.
So Mr. Pickett didn't want to let you go
No, he
to your
didn't.
car?
Right.
All right. This created a problem because he was getting angry?
Yes.
Had he been upset earlier while at the funeral with
Yeah.
what was going on?
He was upset because it was his closest cousin, and he was pretty upset. I mean,
Did he seem depressed about it?
yes.
So now in the vehicle, while you want to go to your car, and apparently you want to go to your residence back in Battle Creek,
Yep.
but you want to go by yourself.
Yeah.
And he wants to be with you,
Right.
and you say no.
Right.
That creates a problem.
Yeah.
At some point, do you get out of the truck and then over to your vehicle?
I got out of the truck, and not to my vehicle yet, but I got out of the truck.
Was there more discussion outside of your truck?
Yes.
Was it a little bit heated?
A little bit.
Did you stand fast in your decision to say you didn't want to have more contact that day with Mr. Pickett?
Yes.
I'm sorry, what was, yes?
Yes. Yes.
Thank you.
So do you eventually get to your vehicle? Or does Charlie Pickett decide to leave in his vehicle?
I didn't get to my vehicle until we had finished our discussion. I was standing outside of the truck talking to him. And
Were your two friends in the area?
yeah, they were right there.
So what happens to resolve the situation? Who goes where?
He takes off.
He eventually takes off in his truck.
Yeah, in a bad out of whatever you call it. I mean, burning his tires or whatever you call it.
So he just didn't drive casually away.
No.
Prior to him leaving at that point, did you see him consume any pills?
Yeah.
Could you tell the jury how that happened? What did you observe?
Just had a arm full of pills in his hand and chucked them in his mouth and just said, I just thought I ought to be dead. I just soon be dead. And I just said, that's real that's real smart. Charlie, now you gotta drive. That's really smart. And before I could say anything else, he drove away.
Did you see where he got the pills from?
Not in the, I mean, no.
So you don't, yeah, that's fine if you don't know, ma'am. Okay. All you know is at one point he had some pills in his hand. Do you know roughly how many?
Quite a few. I mean, there was quite a few. I mean, I'm remembering 10 white ones. And His whole palm was full of them.
All right. And then he put them all in his mouth at once
Yes.
and used something to wash it down?
Yeah, but I really don't remember what he was drinking exactly that day.
Fair enough. And that's after the last part of him saying something about better off dead? That
Yep.
was the last you had contact with Mr. Pickett that day?
The last ever.
So you haven't seen him since then until
Oh.
today?
Yep.
Thank you, ma'am. I don't have any further questions.